Okay, here's a video on how to go from grams to moles. So, you're going to be given a given. For example, we're going to have something like 14.6 grams of water. And the question is going to say, hey, convert this to moles. So I'm going to use the following conversion. It's going to be given grams over 1 times molar mass in grams on the bottom and 1 mole of the given on top. Okay, a couple things I want to point out here. Number one is that the way that this is set up, if you can understand this pattern now, your life will be a lot easier when we get to stoichiometry in January, okay? If you're trying to get rid of a unit, because you're trying to convert to a different unit, you're always going to want to put that given unit on the top right there, and then directly diagonal on the bottom. The reason why is because when you have something on the top and something on the bottom, they end up canceling out, and then you're left with what you want, which is moles in this case. Okay? This first fraction you should always nail and get it 100% perfect, because literally all you have to do, people, is just say the exact same number they gave you. So 14.6 grams of water over 1. Okay? Next, we can put 1 mole of water on top, because that part's pretty easy. And the hardest part of this is getting our molar mass of water. Okay, I should not have done that, because now it looks confusing. Okay, so I have to find that little number there. And so in my previous video, / what you learned in your class, you should know that the way that you find the molar mass is by using the periodic table. So if I have water, when I'm finding a molar mass, people, I never, ever pay attention to that coefficient. I only pay attention to these guys for a molar mass, because it's the mass per 1 mole. Okay, so within this water, I have 2 hydrogens, and I have 1 oxygen. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go look at that mass for hydrogen, and it's really 1.01 times the 2 hydrogens that I have in the compound, and that becomes 2.02. Then I look at this oxygen, and I see that it's about 16. Oh my, sorry. Jeez. So I'm going to say 16.00 times that 1 oxygen is really just 16. This becomes 18.02 grams per mole. So I'm going to say 18.02 grams of water per 1 mole of water. Okay? Now look. My grams of water cancel out, my grams of water cancel out, and I'm left with moles of water. Mathematically speaking, what you're going to do, you're going to multiply the top by each other. 14.6 times 1 equals 14.6. Then I'm going to multiply the bottom by each other. So 1 times 18.02, which equals 18.02. Finally, I divide that top number that I got by the bottom number. And when I do that, sorry I don't have a calculator showing, but literally I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm typing 14.6, division sign, 18.02. And I get 0.81 moles of water. Okay, and that's all you guys have to do. All you have to do when you're going from grams to moles is just divide by your molar mass.